Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, thank you for watching my first impressions video about the Seamaster 300M 60th anniversary of James Bond by Omega. 60 years since the first Casino Royale novel came out. Splendid watch, I love it more and more and think this is the way it should have been all along for many years. But I wanted to answer in particular the questions about the fit and how it wears. And by the way, on my legs I have a beautiful Fender custom shop. No caster, like a Telecaster, but without the name, with a beautiful finish grain on the wood at the back of the neck. Yeah, super cool, but we're not here to talk about old guitars. Well, it's not that old. We're here to talk about the brand new 60th anniversary James Bond Seamaster, which just looks so good with the smaller waves, aluminum dial, aluminum bezel. It's weird, it's like going back in time after making all the efforts to become more modern with the ceramic and all that, and nothing wrong with those are gorgeous watches, but I like how this one is a bit more discreet. The beautiful sapphire crystal that looks almost like Hesalite. And of course, it comes on the No Time to Die mesh bracelet, which is very bright, which is a great combo with the blue and the white of the indices. So visually, just beautiful, especially because you don't have the handling, which, you know, makes the Seamaster look much bigger on the wrist when you wear the classic Seamaster bracelet. I had never realized that, and maybe I should have given the chance to my green version to be worn without the classic bracelet. It really pares down the mass. But of course, it comes with a different fit and feel. And as you can see here on the wrist, I have the longer version of it. I'm at the second to last hole, so quite a bit comes down back under. I could probably go for a shorter one. I don't know if it would make it better, worse, any different. Here I just feel the mesh all the way, I suppose. It is incredibly, when you hold it like this, it's incredibly supple and soft both ways. However, there's only so much it can bend in any way. And actually, when you have it closed down by the excellent clasp, then you can't sort of push it back in, like you know, if you want to get the watch off the wrist a little bit for maybe a bit of comfort, replacing it's kind of stuck, so it kind of presses here on top and at the bottom. You can't really push it in any way. It's kind of stuck once it is closed. So you have to understand that. And my wrist is very flat. I think around the wrist might feel it different, maybe a bit better. It's gonna be feeling the bracelet a little bit more. Sometimes I kind of push the watch a bit further up on the wrist, and here it is nice and tight to the wrist and a bit of air here. And after 3-4 days, I have to say I really get used to it. At first I thought, I'm really feeling this big flat case back on the wrist. It's fairly heavy watch at 150 grams. But today, to my surprise, I went outside and it was very hot. It was a fun fair at the school. And so the kids were enjoying, but crazy hot and humid here in Hong Kong. And so I took it as a test to see if it would be uncomfortable. It turned out actually to get very comfortable. And it was a real watch fest, by the way. Tons of Rolex, lots of Submariners. So an Aquanaut or 2 or 3, even a full gold Nautilus. I mean, if some of the dads are watching this, they will know. They might have noticed. Lots of watch guys, and even a power couple. He had I think a Rolex on. She had a AP chrono, steel, all in gray color on the dial. Very very cool. Almost like a watch meet while the kids are playing their little games there at the fun fair. But yeah, the watch felt great, which is a great testament of the wearability. And so definitely I've adopted this watch. Looks quite different in my collection. I love the colorway, which at first thought was a bit too simple, and then I realized how perfect, just perfect it is. It's refined. I love the lollipop hands, and especially love that there's no volume on this watch. And the big 60 there really marks its difference. From a distance, you really see those big numerals mostly, and the 60. It's a great way to celebrate a 60th anniversary, because it's quite different from everything you see. All the divers have the triangle typically. So yeah, the mesh bracelet, top quality. I don't know if any other brand could reach the quality of Omega. That's for sure. But yeah, visually perfect, very clean, especially from this side, the side that the people see from you. And from your side, yeah, you see that big clam here. But that too, I'm getting used to it. Actually, it's very proportional to the watch. Would be fun to try other mesh bracelets on this piece, but yeah, overall, I'm getting used to the way it wears. It does feel like it's trapping my wrist in particular a little bit. Not so much the right wrist, which is a bit thicker, a bit more meat than my left wrist. But I think I can safely recommend you, if you like the watch, the visual, and what's been said about it, to go ahead and get it. It's not a limited edition, but I think it's the ultimate edition of the Seamaster. I'm really enjoying it. I love its little differences, and especially in the sea of Rolex, it's great to have something different and special. Of course, we love the Seamaster, we love Omega, but if on top of it, you can celebrate everyone's favorite secret agent with a cool moire effect animation on the back, well, then it's a super bonus. So I hope this answers a bit your questions, your worries, but any other comment, question, please let me know in the comment section. You might think, oh, the watch maybe is a bit too thick. It's a bit thicker, 0.7 millimeter than the regular version. But Omega masters of angles, and from the bezel to the lyre lugs, and I think the underbelly, where the effect is actually disappearing on the wrist. So you really just have this on the wrist, and yeah, really not feeling it as a big watch. Although lately I've been enjoying bigger watches quite a bit more. Really fantastic job by Omega. Let me know what you think. Bye bye, guys.